Madden 27 is finally out, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of people are wondering, is this game worth it? Is this something that people want to get their hands on, right? There's some people waiting for the global release. There are others that are actually waiting to see reviews and see if this game is worth it from people that are not like one of those big critics that, sometimes their opinions is just kind of crazy in my opinion. But without further ado, man, I think there are some pros, some cons that's definitely worth speaking about when it comes down to Madden 27. So let's get into it. Before we do, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to it. College Football 27 was a game that desperately, man, had me asking for help. It made me want to not play a football game. And I was so ready to give up on Madden 27 when I first got the game because I did feel that gameplay was initially too slow. And it still is too slow. I am a MUT player, whether you guys like it or not. I do see a lot of hate towards that. I don't know if it's the same sentiment in Madden as it is to college football, but I do play franchise. I am a franchise guy as well, but I play a lot of MUT as well, and I realized that the ratings were lower. So I went and played Madden 27 head-to-head against a friend of mine, and it was still slow, so that's the initial impression. I feel that the game speed is too slow. When you play College Football 27, it feels a little bit faster, you know what I'm saying? More fast-paced. Obviously, there's a lot of flaws in that game, just being completely honest, but just to keep it with the Madden 27 bubble, it is a way slower paced game than maybe the last couple of years, in my opinion. And it is, a bit bothersome just getting used to it. It took me a couple of days. That's why I'm saying I was ready to give up on it because of how slow it felt. It felt like my brain was working faster than the game itself. Maybe it's an exaggeration. I'm not quite sure, but I can only speak on how I feel. And that's initially how I felt with the gameplay. I do feel that running the ball is still a bit too easy. I can compare it to College Football 27. If there are any CFB fans out there, you know how easy it is to run the ball. And with Madden, it did feel that way as well. It felt like in their own way, they played very similar, but they're so different at the same time. And I don't want to make this a comparison video, but reason why I keep referencing college football is because that's all I played for the last month. So just looking at Madden and just comparing it and seeing how it plays, that's just the quickest comparison there. With Madden 27, running the ball is pretty easy. Now, I will say that there is run defense. That is something that I've been waiting for to have in a football game for the last month and some change. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that there is ways to stop the run and I'm not getting ran on and it's not the thing that players can just depend on the whole entire time, it was beautiful. In my honest opinion, it was, something where I'm like, okay, finally there is defense, and that's just the way it felt. Now, when you pass the ball, I do think that man coverage is a little bit too crazy no matter what mode you play, in my honest opinion, but you still can get away with passing the ball. Zone coverage, they actually play their zones and they don't drop as many interceptions as before. Now, there are some mind-boggling dropped interceptions out there, but for the most part, it is a solid defensive game. It doesn't feel like there is so much stuff that is overpowered at this very moment, but as you guys know, if you're an online player, that changes with ebooks and just the way that the meta goes with these football games. But as of right now, initially, because these are more so impressions, it's really hard to make a review happen and be so sure about it. I've learned time and time again with different video games, like making a review within the first week and rating it, I just can't do it no more, to be completely honest. So that's why I'm not rating it. I'm more so giving you guys what I think so far about it. And that's just the way I feel. Offensively, you do see some crazy stuff happen sometimes. The time-based catching, I do feel that has no point in a football video game. It shouldn't be there. I feel that defensively, you are able to make things happen with the time-based catching, but I do feel that it is more of an offensive weapon and it is more geared towards the offensive player on the field. Defensively, yes, you can time it, you can catch your picks, which I'm not gonna lie, is nice that you have a little bit more control instead of dropping that pick. If you drop it, that's on you. I can blame myself for that. So I do appreciate that, but sometimes it does feel like the meter goes from here to boom here in 1 second. And sometimes there's nobody around me, which that's the weird part. I just feel like it needs to be a bit more consistent, and that's probably going to be the most glaring change if you do use the time-based catching this year, you're gonna notice that that's like one of the bigger changes in Madden 27, and that's really where that stands. Now, there are so many new defensive adjustments that I think that if you are a geek, a nerd, whatever you like to call yourself, you are going to like this a lot, because I do feel that you get a little bit more power and just abilities to do things that you haven't been able to do in the past. And those defensive adjustments 100% help. And I do think that they're just a massive help. I mean, the plaster mechanic, putting that on aggressive and seeing your zones play that way and seeing just different things go the way that they're supposed to, I do think that that's nice. Like, give me the power in my hands to do that, so if something happens, I can blame myself. And I feel like slowly but surely, Madden is doing that more and more, which I highly appreciate. And just to talk a little bit about the macros, that is also something within, the Madden features that are absolutely new this year. You can set up your plays in settings, and you can, if you know the formation and where your slot and your outside receiver and all that good stuff, where they're placed, you can go in and have your wide receiver 2 streak, wide receiver 1 drag, and you can do all this different stuff that allows you to preset your play so you don't have to go in the game and do 5-6 adjustments in a play. You can actually save that and then just hit the LB button, which is left bumper, and you'll be able to choose an icon and your play will come up exactly how you drew it up in macros. Like, I will say that gameplay wise, that again is one of the better things, especially defensively. If you see a certain formation that you know already how to defend, if you have those adjustments preset, you'll just be able to hit an icon, boom, and you are going to make those adjustments right away. It doesn't matter if it's 3, 4, 5 adjustments in one play, it is going to happen all at once. And stuff like that is just some of my favorite stuff within the game this year. By any means, the game is not perfect. I do think that there is a ways to go, but just even seeing how fast speed boosting was patched this year, I thought that was awesome. Even though they had a whole year in Madden 26 and it was just, being done over and over and over again, I have to think that they decided that there was a fix for it. I don't think there was a fix for it all of Madden 26, to be completely honest, based on the fact that they never fixed it. Like, it was never updated. Now it seems that there is a change for it and they finally got rid of it. Now, I have seen some instances where it happens, but for the most part, it does not happen. And not everybody knew how to speed boost, right? That was more of like a top player thing. But at the end of the day, if you are an online player, odds are you saw it. Sometimes unintendedly, you might have even seen that as well. So I am happy that that was removed and worked on, and it is looking like a very promising year for Madden. Lots of people are happy, but again, this is the honeymoon phase for a lot of people. So take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt. There's still going to be crazy catches that happen that you have no explanation as to how it happened. Crazy sheds. It feels like the right guard literally does not block. You know what I'm saying? In Madden 27. And sometimes your left tackle might just get destroyed occasionally. Like, it just feels like certain players within the line just get wrecked constantly, no matter who you're using. So it still feels like they haven't been able to get the offensive line thing down in Madden 27, right? And these are more like raw thoughts. Like, I promise I could be probably a little bit more organized, but I'm kind of just spitting out here. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Y'all want raw thoughts? Y'all want to hear about how I feel about this game? This is it. This is the video, man. But I can also see the glaring cons in this game already with time-based catching, being able to set your line on aggressive and seeing crazy pancakes and crazy blocks. The pancakes don't happen as much as CFB, but you do see them. You know what I'm saying? And it does seem like it is a little bit more controlled here. You do see a lot more flags here in Madden with the aggressive blocking. So there are some things wrong with this game that they will need to eventually patch. If you are waiting to get this game, even after this review, I 100% recommend it. I think people should wait if they are undecided. Make sure that people get 2-3 weeks of gameplay in before you come down to a verdict. You know what I'm saying? Keep watching these videos to make your decision. This is just where I'm at. If you are a casual and you play this game once in a while, but you really want it, I just recommend waiting for a sale, personally. If you are a hardcore player and you are wondering if you should get it, I mean, bro, you are a hardcore player. Odds are you're going to get it, right? So that's just where I'm at with this game. Madden 27 is pretty solid so far, but again, keywords are so far. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and drop it at that. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have been enjoying the videos. I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.